Hey everybody, the Hex Pan is back. It was off the market for a while, but due to popular demand, we brought it back and we've got it here. It's going to be available on eBay and Adventures in Prospecting, prospectingchannel.com. It's got 6 sides and multiple riffles. What's great about this pan is it gives you a lot of control like no other. With the circular pan, you got a concave area. With this area, you've got a flat area. So when you're panning it out over the riffles, you have more control over it. Another reason is that it's got multiple riffles. You have larger riffles, and you're going to start out over there when you're panning it out. And then once you have that down, you're going to scoot it over to the medium riffles, and you're going to pan that down. And then last but not least, you can barely see these riffles, but they're micron riffles. And if I run my fingernails over, you can hear the texture. Hear that? Now what that means is the really, really fine stuff will get caught on there because it's almost like a rough surface. And then, so that's where you're going to be doing a lot of the gentle panning. But, and the last but not least, you have these V-traps. Every corner has a trap. So when you're ready to snuffer up your gold, you'll just be able to take the end of your snuffer bottle, put it right there, and all the gold will be right there because you can concentrate it right there. Rather than, you can fan it out and use it just like a circular pan. We're going to go give it a shot, show you how it works. It's going to be a lot of fun, so stick around. So with the Hex Pan, I'm going to head up this little ravine right here, and you can see the round river rock that's embedded in the side of the bank and where it's been eroding out. So what happens is that hopefully the gold concentrates down at the bottom of that ravine. And so what I'm going to do is just sweep up and scoop up material. I'm going to move some of this cobble and put it through a classifier and then also into the Hex Pan. Clear out some of this bigger rocks that'll let me get down to the bottom here where hopefully some of the gold's collecting. A lot of the time, instead of using my scoop, I like just to have gloves on, and I use my gloves and pick up material. Makes it easier sometimes. All right, I got some material here in my Hex Pan and I'm ready to pan it out. First, what we're gonna do is use it like any other circular pan. We're gonna moisten our material and create a slurry. I'm gonna put water in here. I'm gonna take my fingers and move it around, make sure everything's wet inside the pan. Just like a circular pan, it's how you start out using it. Any conventional pan, you're gonna just start going around and around in circles and back and forth. And what that's doing, it's causing the pebbles and whatnot to be cleaned off, and it's also causing any gold that's suspended in the higher part of the pan to sink down to the bottom. So that's what we're trying to achieve right now, first and foremost. I'm going around and around in circles, and I'm starting to tilt the pan, and you can see I'm leaning it towards the larger riffles in the Hex Pan. The first set of riffles, that's the first stage we're going to use. So I choose one side of the larger riffles right now. And what I'm trying to do the whole time is I'm trying to picture or imagine the gold falling to this area of the pan. So I got it at a slant. And I'm working it down to that area. This is how you use the Hex Pan, just like a circular pan, except for I'm doing it over the large riffles first, and then I'm going to begin to slough it off a little bit. Now this is key. See how this area is flat? With a circular pan, you'd have a concave area. So what I've achieved is a flat surface area so that when I'm sloughing off my material, I've got a lot of control. Again, I can go back and forth and work that gold down into the riffles. Now, I only have material in the larger riffles. So now I'm going to go to the second stage. I'm going to take that material and scoot it over to the medium riffles. Again, I've got a flat area. That flat area, real quick, takes me down to that point. So now we've scooted it over to these micron riffles right here. And what we're going to do is utilize that rough surface that they create to be a little bit more gentle with it. And I can start to see the gold show up a little bit now. And it gives me a surface area again to work with. Now, if I see any gold coming up, I'll just push it back. Any flake I see, I can push it back. And this is where I could collect micron pieces. I can see some really small pieces along with some larger flakes. Now you could use a magnet and get that black sand out, but I don't need to do that with this pan. I can just get it all out. There you go. Okay, so we have some gold right here. We have some micron pieces and some larger pieces. Now this is huge. This is why I really like this hex pan. Another reason. Now, all I have to do is scoot it over here. And all the gold is in this trap right here, a V trap. Everything's collected right there. So all I need to do now is take my snuffer bottle, stick it right there and snuff it up. And also, if I wanted to, I could pour it down this spout and put it in a container. So that's the hex pan. It's available at adventuresinprospecting.com. You can also get it on eBay. Check out prospectingchannel.com. But again, it's called the hex pan. It's got the different sides you can use, a lot of control, the V-traps, and it's a gold getting pan.